go for it. Start streaming. Okay, we are live.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Reseller Chinwag number 39.
Yep.
It's our weekly sales update. So we've got a few people in the chat to say hi to. Thank you for
joining us.
Thank you for joining us. If you could let us know
how the sound is, whether it's coming through okay. Because we have kind of moved the mic a little because it was more towards me last week.
It's boomy in here, isn't it? It's very echoey.
Yes, so if it sounds okay, just let us know.
Yeah, that would be really cool. CP Crafts and More was first in the chat. Hi there.
Okay.
Simon Mitchell popped in as well to say you wouldn't be able to make it. So Chelsea's in here. Will you take less as well? Richard Payne says hi. So does Dr. Doodle do. Richard Hale, Andrew Milburn, happy chap. Blitz is in the chat as well. Hi there, Blitz. Paul M. Malinky, Southwest Sellers, Andrew Milburn, Darren Smart, Mia Cameron, Bob Dixon, Doing It Yourself Lifestyle, Shasta Rooney, Pete's Retro Collectibles. Wow, a lot of people have joined us very quickly. Leanne Lakin says, evening, long time no see, Tactical Bite. Caroline as well. Hi Caroline, thanks for joining us. It sounds fine. Fantastic. Fantastic. So
should we get the thank yous out of the way first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with big thank you. I'm probably going to say your name wrong.
It was Chris.
It was Chris
from Subbers Collectibles.
Yes. He sent me through some books on buttons, which it actually put a smile on my face this week, and that's been a hard thing to do this week. So we thank you for
really
those.
Appreciate that.
Was great.
So we've got 50 people in here now, which is amazing. David McGregor says hi from Germany. And Etik says hi. Jason Entwistle.
Hello.
But I've caught the start. He says cool. And Nick has joined us as well. We are his favourite northern tat flippers. There's lots of tat flippers up here actually.
There are quite a few.
Yeah. Hope everything's going well for you. Says Jason. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. What else did we wanted to start with? We wanted to say thank you. Well, I don't think she's in the chat yet.
Yeah.
Lisa sent us a lovely message as well. So. So
if she comes in later, we'll mention it again to her.
We want to get the difficult bit out of the way first. It's been a bit of a rough week for us, as Nick mentioned. I wasn't on the chat on Tuesday, on Nick's Tat Chat. And the reason was we lost our furry friend Kaneki, which has hit us quite hard.
Pretty difficult, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's hit us quite hard. And it's something that obviously we didn't know was going to affect us this way, but it has. And it's obviously, we're not expecting everyone to understand because there's people that own pets, people that don't own pets, and even people that own pets will react differently to other people that own pets. For us, it was a much bigger issue.
I mean, he was a very young cat. He was only 5.5.
Yeah.
And he quickly went downhill within 24 hours. And,
yes, I think part of it was the way it happened.
Yeah.
Everything. It was quite bad. So that happened on Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Early morning, and so it's been a bit difficult, and
it's taken it out of us a bit this week. We've really struggled.
Yeah, I'm a tough guy, aren't I? Well, I like to...
You like to think
No,
you are.
Not really, but it's been difficult in that respect. So we've had sorry
yes, Doing It Yourself Lifestyle, yes, it was a little fluff ball that you saw in some of the videos.
The tissues, please. It's been difficult. We were debating whether to do this because of there you go. We were debating whether to do this or not because
we wasn't actually going to come live today. So
we weren't sure because we
knew we'd end up like this. So.
So we didn't really want to come out like this, but we also felt we've never missed a chat, and also it's been I know it's only been like 3 days, but you do have to start getting on with things. We have not done any listing this week, so
I sat down and done 9 yesterday.
You did 9,
and I struggled with it.
All I've done is do like retail therapy for myself. All I've done is buy like a RC car, like a radio control car, which obviously isn't helping the sales of the eBay store. So we want to obviously get back into it and get back into the whole reselling and throw ourselves back into the work. That's our aim now. We're going to get listing. We're going to compose ourselves basically. Just like we're composing ourselves so well for this chat. So can I say
we're going to try and move on
so we'd like to move on
because we don't want to spend the whole hour crying.
Exactly, we really don't. It's not what we want to do. So it would really appreciate it.
So thank you for all your lovely messages in the chat. We're probably not going to read them out though,
because it will just make us cry. So we really appreciate the comments. They're absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate them. Actually, I will read out just one that's caught my eye there from Jamie Millen, saying, I know how you feel. Had our cat for 16 years and was suddenly told that his heart was failing and had to put him to sleep on Monday. Cried for days after, says Jamie. And it's in a way, I think reading the messages isn't that bad because it makes you realise
that other people have experienced it.
We've been very lucky. I've been talking to Nick and Caroline and Andrea.
Sorry, Cass.
Sorry to drop you. We've been talking to we've been talking to to them, and it's really nice to be able to share what your difficult times as well as your good times. And I think that it makes you realise that you're not balmy for feeling this way. So
it's little things like when we reverse into the driveway,
he doesn't run out from behind the bush.
He used to scare the hell out of us every time we reversed into the driveway, because he would just have this timing to kind of just jump out of the bush at the moment where you're trying to back the car in. But it's stuff like that. So.
Can I just mention David McGregor's comment? Oh man, wasn't prepared for this Tosimo start.
We are going to, do you know what, we're going to move on.
We really appreciate the support you guys are showing, and we thank you for the lovely words in the chat. We are reading the chat, so we completely appreciate every comment. So we want to obviously be more positive. We've got 81 people watching, and we're kind of keen to make sure you guys get some form of entertainment as well. It's what's happening?
Oh bless, my 8-year-old just said
when I explained you were upset.
And he said, oh, that man's really red too. I said, no, he's always red.
That's got to be one of the best comments so far.
Thank you, Shasta.
I really want to do something about the lighting.
We closed the curtains and it went, no, it's too dark. We're going to have to open them.
Because then it gets really red, doesn't it? So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to start to talk about what we've done.
So this week, listing wise, has gone out of the window.
Well, you said you did 9 listings, didn't you? Which is really good. Well, 9 is better than what I've done. Can I show you? I want to show you guys my RC car. I didn't want to show it.
Get it.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I just want to show it because it's so awesome. So.
Oh, okay. Leave me just here. Okay. So he bought an RC car, and I can't believe I actually allowed it, but yes, I did. Let him buy it. He's back now.
Here you go, guys.
There we go.
I just wanted to share this with you guys. I got this to try to cheer myself up. Obviously, it hasn't worked as well as I thought it would. But it's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
It's a Kyosho RC car, so it goes like over 30 miles an hour, which is really, it's for something this size, and it can go much quicker. It's just I've installed a slower battery because I'm quite new at handling these things. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Kaz was just trying to work out who was typing for Nick and Andrea, because Nick's put in, "Thanks for sharing your honesty and emotion, only proves what lovely people you are," which, thank you, Nick, for saying that.
That was a bit,
But it was Nick's response. "It's Nick, I have a heart too."
Doing It Yourself Lifestyle says, "Oh, let's race." And Darren says, "Like a kid at Christmas." Yeah, I was very excited to get it, so I was really happy.
You were.
Okay, guys.
So sales.
So sales were
main store.
They were low. I think we've gone up to around 420 now. But
that's only because we had two sales just before we went live.
We had 2 sales just before we went live, but our turnover is about 420.
But the dip in sales was to be expected, considering we've done no work on the actual stores this week.
Yeah.
I think my store was only turned over, is it 93 pounds.
So that takes us to about 500.
Yeah. So
and then we had a few sales come through on Amazon, which were nice. So that was good.
We did,
but yes, it's been a bad week. I don't actually think things are slow though, because considering the lack of activity, evening you two, Mike in the middle so far, as he says, Dave. Yeah. Oh my God, Doing It Yourself Lifestyle says he modded his to do 72 miles an hour.
No. Do you know what? When we were in the shop, you showed me that one that can go up
100.
Up to 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, there was a race car.
It's a massive... It's
the Traxxas Exo one or whatever,
RC car.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so, sales turnover has not been great. But we don't feel that eBay is particularly that bad at the moment, because even though the sales numbers aren't high, we were still kind of getting a steady-ish... like a sale or 2 sales a day, something along those lines. It's not. I don't think I've had any 0 sales days I can remember. Although like past week I've not really been checking. So, so it wasn't the best in that sense.
No.
What we did, however, do is we did pick out. Is that right, or what were we talking about next? Are we talking? Yeah, we're talking about the sales or not?
Yeah, we're doing sales.
Where is it? I can't even see.
Sales.
Yeah, okay, so sales.
Should I use a different colour pen?
Yeah, no listing, only been shipping. Yeah. So what we wanted to do also is just share.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna have to admit, I'm sorry. I know we need to be close for the mic, but this chair is really annoying me because it keeps rubbing against the other chair. And it makes that funny noise.
Okay. What we wanted to do is just share like a sale each that we had this week that was nice. So it's one of those things. It's good for Zahir that Beck seems impressed with speed. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Okay. Doesn't it keep going out of range? That rate, says Graham Nichols. I don't know. I've not. Oh, you're probably asking it, doing it left. Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends if you race it on a track or something, I suppose, as long as it stays. But yeah.
And Nick, I'm hoping he doesn't break it. But it's always a possibility that he will.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, these can be repaired.
Yeah,
so,
they can.
Yeah.
They can.
But yeah, it's not, like I said, the sales have not been great, but that's down to lack of listing. But what we did manage to do this week was, like I said, we picked out a couple of sales which we're going to share with you. One sale each, because these were the most interesting ones.
Yeah. I was really happy when I got my sale.
You were really happy, yeah. Do you want to go first and explain yours and why you were happy with it as well, yeah? So let me just switch you guys over to the browser view. Okay, so when we were down south, I picked up this dress from Car Boot Sale. It was when we were visiting family, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it Shepperton? Yeah, Shepperton Car Boot Sale we went to. And I picked this dress up for £4. Yeah. Now, I listed it for $19.99. Now, that was a lot higher than most people would have been asking and what most people would have achieved. But when I went on to Lindy Bop's website... it's a Lindy Bop Bella. Bella dress. There were a couple of faults with it, as you can see. That's why I've photographed it. That was like a thread or something, was it? Yeah. Okay, and... so when I went onto their website to actually find the dress, I noticed that they were selling it for £15, but they were actually out of stock. Yeah. And it wasn't looking like it was coming back into stock. So I listed it at £20, $19.99, and I actually got
there was quite a lot of interest. I was getting quite a few questions on it. Some people wanted the waist measurements because I hadn't actually included the waist measurements in the listing. So I was getting quite a lot of interest. It actually sold for my full asking plus shipping, and I was just really, really impressed because it's actually because when you go to their
website, they're asking, eBay, Lindy Bot themselves are asking 15, aren't they? Yeah. And you sold it for 20 used. And you said eBay solds were a lot less, weren't you?
They were. One of these dresses previously had only sold for about £13 at auction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even now, we just checked when we were bringing the listing up, we noticed that there's a couple for sale. One of them's actually only £11 plus shipping. Yeah. So it shows that sometimes you just have to be prepared to ask for a bit more.
Yeah. So I was really happy with that.
I was really, a really good price to get £20 on that. Lindy Bop are a great brand to get, says Phoebe. Always get a good return on them. Well done, Beck. Yeah, brilliant. People talking about an RC shopping trolley for the car boots. That would be pretty epic. You know what? These RC cars, they're toys, obviously. They are. I know they're hobby grade, but they're toys. You know, think about what they are. But they're dangerous and they're quick and... I don't know.
The thing is, you've only played around with it.
Well, I suppose you could use a rock crawler one or something, couldn't you? Because they were a lot smaller, and you could just stick a trolley on it or something. But yeah, that was a really nice.
Actually, did you want to mention that you've been taking listings down rather than?
Yeah, I actually had a HPI RC truck, HPI Savage truck that I showed you guys in the previous haul video. I bought it for £45. I stuck it on as it was. And it does need some work. The engine needs some parts, and it will probably need a good clean, if not a rebuild. But I put it on at £129 with best offer, and I had 9 watches on it. So I took it down because I didn't want it to sell it really, which is really bad. But the thing is,
you've actually put it. Yeah. You've listed it twice now and pulled it down twice.
Yeah,
because you've actually been. Keep saying, oh no, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, so I've decided to keep it. I'm going to rebuild the HPI Savage. Then I'll have a Nitro 4x4 monster truck, a monster truck, and now I've got a really cool Kyosho electric buggy. So, but that's by the by, but still. So how that 4x4 it's a proper project. Yeah, keep the 4. Doing it yourself like that. It needs a lot of work in it, but I don't want to get too sidetracked into RC as much. I've really gotten the bug at the moment.
Yeah. Do you want to go into your one?
Okay, now I want to go into my sale. I showed you guys this action figure a couple of weeks ago. And again, this was down in London at in Shepperton. Makes me really think that we're in the wrong part of the country.
Well, no, because we can when we can go find stuff up visit family. We can
go and
see the boot sales as well.
So what happened was we went down to Shepperton. I bought this Macho Man action figure and 4 wrestling belts for £15. Now, on the same day that this sold, I actually sold a belt for £20 plus the postage. So that should cover me for the £15 that I invested. And then on the same day, I'd gotten a lot of interest for this, and Dave Rowland is in there with the there's David McGregor there. And I got a lot of interest in this figure. And I actually... thing is, it was really weird. I didn't get that much interest at first, so I dropped the price. And at one point, I was down at £50. And then I got fed up and thought, why am I bringing it down to 50? That's just stupid. It's got interest. And I put it up to 80. And then I suddenly got people saying, why have you put it up to 80? And I thought, well, I did some research and I found out that there's this quite a prominent wrestling figure seller on eBay. And he had sold this figure. He was asking 80 or best offer, and I think he got 75, which was really good. But I put mine up at 70. I was happy to take 70. In the end, I got I got another message, and I was like, oh, go on then. This guy offered me £60, and he would pay for it immediately. and he then paid for next day shipping, which was like a tenner. So he paid £70 all in, and it got to him next day. He was over the moon with this figure. Now, so that is got to be the most valuable wrestling figure I've ever sold.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
60 quid.
I couldn't believe it when you said, "Oh,
60
we can
quid.
get this for it."
60 quid. I couldn't believe it. My mind is blown. £60 plus £10 postage the guy paid, and he, as soon as he received it, he was over the moon. He left positive feedback. He was really happy. So it's very sought after, and this is what's called a ringside collectible figure. So this would have originally only been available in the States. So whoever bought it over.
But he does look awful with his bandana.
That's the thing. He's not
his
actually. I don't think it's the best face sculpt for Macho Man.
No,
it's
don't
not
think
bad,
so.
but the glasses and bandana. I mean, look, his face sculpt's not great.
Yeah.
But that when he's got all his
when he's got all that on,
he looks pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah. But it's still astonishing that people will pay that much for a used figure. In box one is currently like 150, I think.
I think so. I think
from Germany or somewhere.
For 150.
But yeah, people will pay. It's pretty epic. So I was really happy to get that much. Amazed what people will pay for a little plastic man, says Niall. Pete's Retro Collectible says £6 is the most I ever got for a figure. I know nothing about wrestling figures, but that's a great sale. Thanks, Richard Payne. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we didn't. I bought it because it was an elite. It was the only elite that she had among. She had about 3 or 4 figures, and so it was. It was just that. So. Let me just quickly switch back then, because those were the only kind of sales that we had to share with you guys.
Those are the ones we were happy with.
Yeah, those are the ones we were really happy with.
Not that we weren't happy with all the others.
Yeah, we were happy with the others as well, but still. Jamie asked, was it a normal size? Yes. It was about a 7-inch figure. It's about a 6 or 7-inch action figure. It was Jamie. So yeah, I mean, it was just rare because it was a ringside collectibles exclusive. So those ones cost more. Who pays that for a boxy figure, says Nick. My mind is boggled. Well, it's rare, I suppose. It's like I said, it was only released for on Ringside Collectibles website. You deserve a flying elbow for that comment, says David McGregor.
I'm just going to answer Dave. Who's your favourite wrestler? My favourite wrestler has got to be Ultimate Warrior. He's absolutely my favourite.
I haven't listed him yet.
Yeah,
I've not listed him.
But you sold the
I sold the better one. I think I sold the better one.
I'm sorry, I'm still haven't forgiven you for that.
Yeah.
But
I'm back with my helicopters. Yeah. But yeah, so it's crazy that I still have a box of about 100 figures to list. Another thing on my to-do list. You've got to get through those, definitely.
Yes.
So that was that.
That was our sales.
Then, like I said, we didn't do any listing, but we did do some sourcing.
You sourced on.
We sourced on Monday. This is actually. Again, I don't want to go into this, but this was at this point there was nothing wrong, with Kaneki.
No.
We've got a feeling he poisoned himself somehow, and because it was very quick and it happened like. It started happening. He came in. Yeah, he came in on on Monday. He was fine, and then during the night,
walking with a limp, didn't he? And we were just thought, okay, he's had a knock. We'll take him to the vets tomorrow.
In the morning, and he literally in the space of the night, from like 8, 9, 10 o'clock or something like that. In the morning, that was it. So, we don't go there. But like the morning was when we went to the auction.
So on Monday you went to this auction, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to this auction. I hadn't been to the boot fair because I think the weather was bad last weekend, wasn't it?
I think it was rained out last
weekend. It was rained out, so they were cancelled. And I hadn't been to an auction for a while. And I went to this auction, and actually I didn't go. I bid online. And she went there to collect the stuff. I ended up buying not many items, actually. I think I bought 4 lots in total, and spent about 100 and... Actually, I've got the thing here. I think it was about 180 odd pounds, I think. Something along those lines. Yeah, I think it was about 180 odd quid, so fair amount of cash for just 4 lots. But I think I did okay.
Yeah.
The first item I want to share with you guys is this. This was one of the more expensive items that I bid on. This went for £90. I want to make sure that I've got the... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that went for £90. Yeah. And then I had to pay the fees, which were like, I don't know how many percent it was. It wasn't that much, actually. It was 15%.
It just said Norcross was still on, but it was
Pants.
rubbish.
Yeah, I thought that.
We had a feeling it was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't want to go when it's been raining. It doesn't... well, I didn't want to go this weekend when it was raining anyway. But anyway, I paid £90 for this, which is a Shaw SM58. Ooh, I don't know if I can show you that. There you go. There you go. That's it. Yeah. So you can see there, it's a full setup. It's a Shaw SM58 microphone, and it comes with like a wireless. It comes with a wireless unit which you connect to like your mixer or whatever, and you can then use it. I've tested it out. I've got a mixer here and I've tested it out with that. It didn't take me long at all, and it's a very good quality wireless mic system. These regularly on auction can touch £200, so even if I paid 90 plus like the 15% or something, it's still going to be good profit, because they can hit 200 at auction. So that was a nice little quick flip. I think I'll get out of that when I sell it. So that's the first thing I picked up. Yeah. Next thing I want to show you guys. Okay. Oh God. This is actually 2 lots worth. I condensed it into one box. Oh, there we go. I bought a bunch of these Edison rolls. Now, some of them are worthless. Some of them are cracked and broken. But there are a couple of like the blue rolls. But it's these can go well as a big job lot.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah. I mean, what's how interesting is we saw that someone had done like a
big job lot.
Yeah, job lot.
About over 60, and it had reached a good amount. Yeah. Now, it may have had something rare in it which we don't have.
Which we don't know.
But we only paid for these 2 lots of rolls, £22 and £28. So we paid like £50 in total. But the reason I went that high is because something else came with this, not just these rolls. These Edison rolls, like I said, in the main are not worth much unless you've got blue ones, or there's certain blue ones, and there's certain, like with anything, there's certain ones which are worth a lot of money.
And am I right in thinking it's the lower numbers, the lower the number? With the blue
no, it's actually above 5,000. Okay. This is the Edison rolls. They play on an Edison phonograph machine, so they have like few minutes, like 4 minutes or something of audio on them. So, and they're made out of like clay or something. But yeah, and you can record onto them, I think. So here's one, like a black one. What's it called? Band marches. Some of them have got like speeches from like old presidents and stuff, and they can be worth money. Check for Mary Had a Little Lamb, the first recorded voice of South Reseller. So, oh wow. But yeah, it's
Twin Red Dragons has just jumped into the chat, so hi Twin.
Hi there. Yeah, so these aren't going to be worth a lot. I mean, they've got really cool boxes on them though. The packaging is really cool.
I mean, some of these boxes, like
that one's broken. You can hear it rattling. Look at that one. That's pretty cool. Shit. Well, I just broken one. Yeah, I've just broken one. But yeah, I just wanted to show.
It was in one piece before it went to the floor.
Luckily, it's just it's a black one, right? Yeah. Luckily, it's just the black one. I don't think it's worth anything. Well, it's not now, anyway.
It's not now, definitely not.
So you can see they've got some really cool designs on them. Really nice retro items. And I've got, like I said, I've got a box full of these here. So they're really cool. Amber Roll record, 4-minute record. There you go. This one is Come Into the Garden from John.
See, you keep moving your chair close. This is what I mean. This is why I say to you, keep your chair away.
Keep your chair away. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't. If it was just those, I probably wouldn't. Can you play them in a Sony Walkman, says Nick. No, you can't. Yeah, that was the chair, Raz, definitely. There's no Don't work with kids for Zeman Live. Yeah, I've put them down, Dave. I don't want to break anymore.
Yeah.
Kay says, first time viewer, so shout out please. Hi Kay Horsley, thank you for joining us. Hyperpicker says, glad I'm not the only one with butterfingers. Yeah, I hope that wasn't a valuable one. I'm not going to check it now, because if I do check it and it is, I'll be upset. But I'll tell you what I can't even tell you what it was. It was so old that the label's worn. But
should I tell you what it was?
No, I don't want to know. I don't know. We're just going to get rid of it. So it's new other smashed. Yeah. One careful owner, one clumsy one. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Haha, was that one a smash hit? Yes. So, if you want to be a record... Okay, all the jokes are coming out. Okay. Yeah, it's smashed. They're not. They aren't. If they do, on a serious note, if they do get damaged, they do lose all their value. So, even if untouched for years, then smashed as soon as it seems light. I know it's not good, but this is what has made that a good buy. Because I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I knew it, but I had a feeling about this.
Yeah.
Now, those lots, so page 28 and 22, I reckon I'll get my money back selling those as a job lot, like maybe at auction, I don't know. But this is the real, this is the good stuff. Now, it's really manky looking. Rebecca came with me to pick this up, and what were your words, honey?
You know where you can stick your horn.
Yeah, you know where you can stick your horn, she said to me. Okay. So she said, you know where you could stick, because it looked a bit grimy.
Yeah, because he made me touch it.
Will you take less? Says, you made the others rarer by breaking one. Yeah, so this is the horn. This is an Edison horn. Now, this you can tell is original, because I've done a bit of research on it, and you can just about make out below that ring, you can see where the original logo, the Edison logo, would have been. And this okay. All right, okay. Now this horn is the reason why this horn has got some value to it is because it's a panelled horn.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, and this is like 8 or 9 panels. I think you can get ones with more panelling, but this is a really vintage piece. And even though it would make a great hat, says Bob, I have to do it now. Yeah. Yeah. But this Jason,
the neighbours have just walked past that.
Oh, have they? Which ones? Those ones. Have they? Oh, did they look in? Did they?
Everyone looks in.
Oh gosh, yeah. Right.
You're going to get weird comments now when you see them outside.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm showing you this is because even in its current condition, if you eBay search these horns, you'll see that they fetch really decent money. I should have actually done this.
Yeah, I should have done.
Horn panel. Okay, yeah, these are actually fetch good money. I'm going to show you a few completed listings. Panelled cylinder horn. Okay, here you go, guys.
Ours isn't in very good condition.
No, but neither is this. I mean, look at this one I'm about to show you. Let me just show you this, guys. So here is a completed listing of someone. This is someone else's listing, not mine.
Yeah.
You can see the photograph isn't the best, but it's.
I mean, ours is way rustier.
I think that's in good. Well, we can't tell really. It may be rustier, but yeah, I mean, you can't tell a lot from that. Now that went. With those photos, you can see it achieved £165, and that was on the 8th of June. So that's actually a really nice find. So with the horn, I'm pretty pleased with the horn.
Yes.
So it's going to get us some decent profit, which is which is important.
Yes.
Can I just say we've got over 100 people watching, so thank you,
thank you
very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. It's epic. Let's have a look. Now, one other thing I've got to show you. So, yeah, a lot of horny comments and horn. Okay, caught by your neighbours playing with your horn. Yes, John.
Yes. Right.
You need to polish your rusty horn. Dr. Doodoo, actually, I won't be polishing it. I'm going to leave it rusty and in the condition it's in, because I think people appreciate the rust on a horn like that. Because I'm not talking about what they're talking about. Who pays for that boxy rusty horn? Pattern evolving here. But it 160 quid. Dan says it looks like a postage nightmare. Dan, quite the opposite. No, it's not. It's so small. I mean, it's
such a small
it's
horn.
such a small horn. That is not going to be difficult to ship. That will be a piece of cake. As long as you wrap it in...
It's not that heavy, is it?
Yeah, very light. Bubble wrap and then in a box, and that'll be fine, Dan. A lot of items can seem difficult to ship at first. I mean, I don't know what your experience level with shipping is, but you honestly can ship pretty much anything. I mean, Rebecca's seen it. I've shipped...
Yeah, but I don't ship it.
You don't ship it, but I ship it.
I just do the easy stuff.
Yeah, you just do the easy stuff. Bex seems to be doing a lot of smirking, says Niall. Oh, God. Right then. Yeah, it looks like it's going to take a lot of packing. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad, Barry. I think, like I said, it'll be more about the box to protect the horn, because you want a sturdy box for the horn to fit into. That's just... Yeah, ideally you want a double box set, but I kick it as I'm a postman, says Dave Rowland. Okay, Blitz says, Z, you don't need to know what you're packing at. Okay, this is enough of the innuendos.
Right, okay.
There's one more thing.
One more thing?
One more thing I've got to show. Alright, this... Oh God, this is a heavy one. I was really surprised at how cheaply this sold for. This next item that I'm going to share with you guys, really surprised how cheaply we got this for. I got this for £8 plus the fees.
You actually thought, is there something wrong with it?
Well, no, there is, but I got this turntable. It's quite heavy.
Don't drop it.
This is a dual 1019 turntable. It does have its cover. Okay, it does have its cover, which is good. I think the reason why it went for such little money, it went for £8, is because it doesn't have any plugs on it. So the RCA connectors and the electricity are cut off. So the plug's been cut off. Both are very simple to remedy if you know what you're doing. You can get RCA plugs and you know, you can even get screw-on type RCA plugs if you want. And then obviously just a plug. Even though you've got to bear in mind this doesn't have it doesn't have earth, does it?
No, I didn't.
Because these are older. It's just got like 2 wires for the power there. Now, the reason why this is a good pickup is because in even faulty condition, they're worth a lot more than £8. I've seen them go for good money at auction, but this is why I went for it. Came with a little box, and in the little box was an old vintage Shaw cartridge and stylus. So it's a Shaw cartridge and stylus, and this combination has fetched close to £50 on eBay. So there we go. That is a really nice little pickup there. Dave says RCA more like old-fashioned 2-pin. I meant for the audio connectors. You could hook RCA up to them, couldn't you? Am I mistaken? I might be wrong, Dave. I don't know. But I would have thought you could put RCA connectors onto it if you wanted to, for left and right audio. I mean, or like it might have been one of those DIN hi-fis. DIN, I don't know, but I'll have to do some research. But anyway, the like I said, and it has actually got another cartridge as well, This one I've not checked.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad, but the needle is a nice little pickup, little Shaw pickup, and that was in the box. So I got that for £8, so I was really happy. To be fair, I bid on it online, so I bid on the fact of the turntable, because it was only going for £8. I wasn't going to let it go, because I know that if you're willing to ship a turntable abroad, you can get good money for it even when it's faulty. I looked at faulty prices, and then that came with it.
You're not having a good evening, are you?
No, I'm not. Shh, Meg. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think that's okay. I think it's just the clip.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, there you go. There. Yeah, Jesus. I've got butterfingers today.
Do you want to put it down?
I think I'm going to put it down, yeah.
Break anything else.
Yeah, so I'm going to put that down anyway. Alright. Anyway, that's what I had.
Oh dear. Yeah, so that was everything Zahir's got to show.
Yeah.
We went and did a bit of charity shopping as well on Thursday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Because we wanted to get out of the house.
All the comments coming in. Smash.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, butterfingers, not again, yep. Oh, God. It's not... I know, I'm just not with it.
I'm not going to help you out. You know, I don't know what to say.
Step away from the tat. Give it to Bex.
Exactly.
Give it to Bex.
Exactly.
Luckily, I've got nothing else to pick up now of any value, so I'm okay now.
Yeah.
So
I've
already broken that. We need to clear that up now.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's smashed all over the floor. It's horrible.
Yeah. So went charity shopping.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show you everything that I picked up, but I'm going to just show you a couple of bits that I was really, really happy with.
Well, we tried during the week to do a vlog.
Yes.
Which we will put up. I think we might upload it over the weekend.
Possibly.
So it was
I might have to cut out a bit of the crying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see whether we can. But so you did actually.
Yeah, if I can edit it down.
But
then I probably
you've
will.
picked out your favourite items, so.
So this was
good idea, falling on a bruise. I'm going to do that actually. You said move the wall away from your feet.
Yeah, because you put it
kick it and dent it.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah, I'll show it. Okay.
So this, I picked up this vintage dress. It is by, can you say it?
It is by Gerard Pasquier.
Yeah, so I'll get to
Gerard
say it because
Pasquier.
in the vlog I actually said it wrong.
Pasquiers. You said Pasquiers.
Yes.
Yeah. So, look at this dress, guys.
It is just really awesome. It's got like this really pleated.
Awesome's
skirt.
one word for it.
It's so bright. I was just like, when I saw it on the rack, I was like, oh my god, that is so awesome. Yeah. So that was the dress part. It is missing its belt.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty cool. And then it actually had
that top
jacket with it, which is.
I'm not going to rip it, Darren.
With the same print, bright. It's such a bright red. It's so lovely, and I paid £3.75 for this. I'm probably going to list it about £25 to £30.
That is so old school, isn't it?
But yeah, I was just.
Can you imagine someone wearing that in the 80s? Can't you?
I saw it and I couldn't believe the price, to be quite honest, because
it's quite expensive.
In Sue Ryder, wasn't it? And
Sue Ryder can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sue Ryder did have a sale on this.
Lee Michelle says, "Lovely dress, nice find." Rasta for a keyword. I don't know. Put it on. No. That is. Wait, I need my sunglasses. It's incredible that the colours on it are just shocking almost, aren't they?
I love it.
So £3.75 you paid, and you're looking 25 to 30.
I'll probably list it at 25 to 30.
Yeah. CB Craft says fugly sells. Yeah. We've seen that so many times, haven't we? Where I've seen like so many people sell like really ridiculously ugly items for good money.
Yeah.
So, what other items have you got?
My other one. Now, I was just really pleased to just see this in a charity shop anywhere.
Yeah.
This is
Jaeger.
Yep. And it is a wool blend ladies jacket.
Quite nice, actually.
Yep. I paid £3 for this, I think.
It's really nice material, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's wool, isn't it?
Yeah. So I paid £3. I'm probably going to list it for about 20. But yeah, I was just really happy to see that because it's the first time I've actually picked that brand up. So yeah, those are my favourites.
Dave Rowland says Sue Ryder's like a flow rider. Okay. And CP Croft says I had a vomit dress sell straight away. Nearly early this week. Bex, wear that at car boot and see we'll see you on My Love.
Do you know what I might do?
You're not wearing that, come on, surely. So yeah,
so that was our
the pickups that we had. Yeah,
what we wanted to share. Wasn't it?
I also knocked our notes on the floor.
You knocked our notes on the floor. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have it on the page? No.
There we go. There we go. Have it on the page. Okay, so issues. We just discussed the issues quickly.
Yeah. What we will do. Why don't you both swap eBay shops for a while for safety?
Oh, I don't know whether the main store would be okay in my hands. I don't think my packaging's up to.
Apparently my packaging's no good either because I got feedback for the valve amp I shipped via GSP, and luckily it was positive feedback, but it's like bad packaging. Volume knob arrived really bent, and I'm like, wow, really? I thought I packaged it really well, but I mean, but he left positive feedback, so I was like,
which is a bit strange.
Yeah. So that was one. I've had an issue with an oscilloscope. I'm waiting to hear from the buyer. The buyer bought like an oscilloscope. I did a very basic test with my very basic knowledge, and unfortunately with an item like an oscilloscope, especially the one I sold, there's so many different variables, and the guy contacted me with a list of issues. I think it basically needs to be like realigned, or I don't know, but he's gonna get back to me, so I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet. It's a GSP sale. The guy seems to be genuine.
Yeah, I mean, he gave you a long list of what he's tested, and he was like, this is wrong, and you were like, right, okay, fine. So we're just waiting for him to get back. I've put on there that I've only had one return this week. It's actually gone up to 2 because I just received another one this evening. One, the lady's been completely honest with me and said it just doesn't fit, which is absolutely fine, so I accepted the return on that. The one this evening, she is saying that I haven't described the item correctly. I had a feeling I was going to get this item returned purely because she was so desperate to have it for the weekend, and I said that item is coming back to me. She's going to wear it for the weekend and then send it back. I don't know that's going to happen, but it is what it is. So
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I've got 2 items coming back to me, hopefully in the next week.
And I think that's what got you thinking about offering.
Yeah, I mean, because I had a bit of a talk with you afterwards and said, you know, what about offering free return shipping, because then you don't actually have any of that, you know, someone saying it's not as described when, you know, you feel like you have described it.
So yeah, if they can get away with that anyway, can't they?
Yeah, so I'm considering doing free return postage to kind of avoid the dishonesty, really.
Yeah, because then at least they can openly return and not on purposely damage things or something.
I mean, that's my concern, is that, you know, what if it does come back damaged, or, you know, with a stain in it that wasn't in there, or whatever. So we'll see.
Exactly.
See what happens.
CP Crafts asks, Bex, have a local charity shop selling monsoon dresses for £2, a size 8 to 10. Would you buy as no bigger sizes sell?
I do buy size 8 to 10s.
And monsoon? Are you happy selling monsoon?
Yeah, I would sell monsoon. I have sold monsoon. I know the bigger sizes sell. The thing is, with the smaller sizes, you do hold on to them for a lot longer. So yeah, it's just as long as you're willing to wait for them
to just sort that out.
Yeah.
Couple of comments I can see coming in. Maybe global shipping repackaged the item. I'm too afraid to ask the guy because I don't want to stir a hornet's nest, because he's left feedback now, and like Tactical Bite said, it was like a boomerang, that amp, so I'm glad to have gotten rid of it. And I don't know, he's left feedback. He says it's bent, but I don't know, I've heard that they do repackage certain items. But you know, I can't be sure. It could have been my packaging, but I mean, I do obviously make sure they're as bomb proof as possible. But if you get a particularly bad fall or during, it can happen, can't it? It can happen.
It can.
So you just never know. And Dave is confirming, yes, oscilloscopes do get aligned. So it's something to do that. I do normally make a good effort. Yeah, Darren says he doesn't know the meaning of bad packaging, must have been GSP. I do try.
I mean, a lot of the stuff, especially if you know it's going GSP, you would like double box it, bubble wrap it,
Yeah, I mean, I did double box it. Yeah. I always use large bubble wrap. I separated the valves, obviously. I did wrap it in card and then put it in a box. But
I mean, because that's the thing. If the valves have gotten there in one piece, it kind of makes you think.
Well, I mean, that would only account for like really blunt force trauma of some kind.
Hey.
Kay's got a good question. Z, why are you drinking out of a plastic kid's cup? I don't know. I grabbed it from the cupboard.
You're drinking Coke?
Yeah, I'm drinking Coke.
That's probably why he's trying to hide his Coke addiction.
No, it's fine. Check her Facebook page for weekend photos, says Tactical Bite about the lady. Yes, it's something to... I did mention that to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did say, you should check it out. And I was like, I don't know. I probably won't go to
Graham, yes, it was a Haymeg scope. Yes, it was. So, we'll see. I mean, it was a good one as well. It was one of their top models. If it survives you dropping it, then it would survive anything. Well, as you can see from my butterfingers, I have to make sure I package things really well.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So
between leaving the house and getting it to the parcel shop, it's always a...
Yeah, I have to make sure it's packaged really well. So, but yeah, I think that about covers it.
Yes.
For us.
That's all I put down, to be quite honest.
Yes. I've been nailing the Dr. Pepper in the hot weather, says Happy Chap. Well, we're waiting for some nice weather. It's gone a bit grey recently.
Yeah.
We really would like some blue sky, and we'll see what happens. Dan says, is there quite a bit of skullduggery from eBay buyers, guys around guys around honesty, or am I being naive? Dan, most people are honest.
Yeah, I would say most people are honest. I just, when I say I had a feeling the skirt was going to come back to me, it was just she had sent me a lot of messages, and I don't normally get that from buyers. I normally, it was just the.
You're still like really low percentage, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, it depends what these 2 returns do to me. To be quite
Is
honest.
there a KFC to the side of the shot? No, there isn't. Southwest Sellers, and Kay says there's nothing wrong with a Coke addiction, i.e. the drink. Yes.
Yeah.
Chin up, guys. The kachings are coming, says Graham. We've not had any now, but we had a couple of nice sales. Just a bunch of Halo figures and a Furby sold, so I was pretty happy with that.
We've just got a get list in, haven't we, and just get back into it.
It's grim up north, says Happy Chat. It hasn't been. It's been beautiful up north. It has been. It's been lovely. It's just.
It wasn't so long ago that it was just beautiful
blue sky,
weather,
like a full week of it, and it's just gone now. So we're waiting for the next batch. So it should be good.
It's not meant to rain this weekend, which is good.
Yeah,
good
well,
start.
we might even get a little bit of sun. You never know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be mainly cloudy though. So.
But guys, I think that's pretty much all we had to talk about. We really appreciate everyone joining the chat and everyone's kind words and support.
We really do appreciate it.
It's actually made me feel like a lot better.
It has actually.
Yeah. Like a lot better. So,
thank you to everyone.
Thank you everybody for
with all your comments.
Yeah, it's
been great.
It's really cheered us up actually. So thank you for that. Are you guys going out the weekend after doing it yourself? I don't think we are. I think we've got too much stuff to list.
We've got quite a bit of backlog at the moment. If we feel like going out, we may go out tomorrow. I can't see it though. I can't.
Yeah, I think we might just try to, might just try to get our listing going. We've got too much backlog and the office is a mess. And plus, I've just had a nice work table delivered, so I'm going to get my coffee set up.
Yes.
Out of the kitchen and into the office.
And it means I might actually get some decent coffee.
Yeah, I had enough of instance, just driving sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, actually, saying that, if you do get it set up, are you going to do a video?
Yeah, I might do.
On it.
Might do.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So look forward to a coffee video.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Obviously, smash the like button if you enjoyed the video.
Yes.
And we will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.